Hey guys, and good afternoon. I am outside with beautiful sunshine, a little bit of snow on the trees, and I wanted to talk to you today about the forecast. Not the weather forecast, but the housing forecast. Today was the forecast summit for the Utah Real Estate Association that I'm a part of. And it's going to talk a little bit about the whole industry in Salt Lake. So I wanted to give you guys that brief recap that I give every year that kind of tells you what they expect the trends to be moving for going into the new year. So as a basic recap, we had Jim Wood who came again this year. He's very, very good. He came last year as well and was pretty much right on with the expectations that he had for the industry as a whole. He said the housing shortage will continue to push prices up. They're expected to have an increase of about 10 to 12% this year. So you can expect that coming down. A housing bubble is very unlikely. Let me say that again. A housing bubble is very unlikely. So for those of you that are waiting to buy because you think there's going to be a bubble, it's not coming. So they've said it for a couple years and it's just is continuing to move in that direction. Mortgage rates are increasing and they're expecting them to increase slightly throughout the year. Sales, they're expecting between 17 and 18,000 transactions, which was kind of similar to last year. I think they had, if I'm remembering right, close to 19,000 last year. Commissions are going to continue to increase statewide, obviously, because the prices are going up and the number of houses are staying the same. And they're expecting another great boom this year for Utah's real estate industry. So they're calling it the platinum age of real estate. Utah was number 2, or Salt Lake City was number 2 in the nation over the past 5 years, just second to Boise, Idaho. And as a state, for the number of people that moved in, we were also just second to Idaho. So there are 700,000 owner-occupied homes in the state of Utah. Like, that's a great number. We are the only state that has never dropped below 60% of owner-occupied. So I think that kind of is a testament to Utah as a whole and about our economy and how Utah is just a really great place to live. And people are discovering it and they are finding that. The median house price in the fourth quarter was $575,000 in Salt Lake County. Let's see, they are expecting in 2060 for us to move up to increase 2.2 million people. So they're expecting huge increases in the influx of people. There's a lot of talk from Chris Nelson, who was there, about ways that we could provide those housing for those people. Because guess what, guys? They're coming. Whether we're ready for them or whether we want them to come or not, or whether we want our state to grow with this population, people are going to come. So we have to figure out where we can put them in. And he had some really smart ideas about, changing some of the parking lots into housing and affordable housing with more density in order to allow people to use transit, so requiring that the builders to be able to put in transit as well as green space, to be able to keep our green space outside of the cities. Instead of just continuing to expand wider, maybe we could instead take some of that asphalt out and provide some other ways that way. That was some of them. They said they expect by 2100 that between Tremonton and Nephi and Tooele to Heber, there's going to be 10 million people. So we just have to know that's what's happening. That's where our growth is coming from, and Utah is expanding. And so if you have any questions about this forecast or about what we're to expect in the upcoming year, I'd be happy to answer those for you. So just drop me a note below and let me know if you have any questions. So bye now. That's what they're saying.